Alright, what's up guys, welcome back to another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle. So, today I have another battle for you. Anyways, let's get into the battle. Alright, so, I'm going to be leading out with my Floatzel as he leads out with the Shuckle. I predicted him to lead with the Shuckle so he could set up his sticky webs or whatever, and I didn't want to deal with that, so I'm going to lead out with Floatzel so I can just waterfall it and hopefully knock it out, or at least do a really good amount of damage, or whatever. It's going to end up doing, 4/5 or so, but the best thing happens right here, and he gets flinched. So that's going to be the end of his Shuckle, well, at least for now, because he's going to switch out to try and see if he can set up his sticky webs later. At least I'm assuming it carries sticky webs. I'm going to go for the waterfall again, not predicting him to switch out. He goes into his Goodra so he can resist the hit and get as much damage off his, get the least amount of damage on his Pokemon as he can while still being able to have the ability to set up his sticky webs. So now I'm going to go out into my Braviary, because I know I can live a Dragon Pulse from this thing, or a Thunderbolt, maybe a Thunderbolt, but, or if he's not special attacking, I think I can live a Thunderbolt, but he's, so I go into Braviary. He's going to switch out this turn because he does not want to take a Brave Bird or a Return or whatever I go for. He goes into his, I'm assuming, physically defensive wall, Donphan. I'm going to go for the Brave Bird, and this is going to end up doing a lot. Because I get a crit. Either way, though, that crit did not matter, as you'll see later on when I actually end up killing this thing. I'm going to switch out right here because I'm predicting the Ice Shard, and I do not want to deal with that. I'm going to go out into my Pelipper because this is my physical defensive wall, and I know I can easily take an Ice Shard as well as outspeed that thing next turn. Now he's going to go back into his Shuckle, and I know I outspeed Shuckle because on Showdown I have a, an Escavalier that's meant to be slow, and Shuckle, gets outsped by that, so I wasn't concerned about Shuckle outspeeding me. So now he's going to go into his Bayonet, and he actually runs a really interesting Bayonet set, as you guys will see in a second. So he's going to end up Mega Evolving, and right here I was thinking about going for the knockoff, but I did not want to risk him being Mega Bayonet, which I figured he would be because I don't think he has any other Megas on his team. He's going to go for the Protect right here. And I'm going to go for the Scald because I want to get a burn on this thing so it can't do very much damage, as well as being able to get a little bit of residual damage every turn. So, he's going to go for the Thunder Wave, and that's not going to cripple me too much because I'm a Pelipper and I'm not concerned about speed, really. The only time it would have crippled me is if somehow Shuckle still outsped me, even with that, although I'm pretty sure it'd still win the speed tie. Actually, no, in fact, I'm sure I would have won the speed tie. Anyways, he's going to go for the Hex, and that's why he's running an interesting set, is because he's running a Hex, Bayonet, which, although it's an interesting set, I wouldn't necessarily recommend it because, I mean, Bayonet is a physical attacker and Hex is a special attack, and although it's going to do at least a good bit of damage, it's not going to be doing too much because Bayonet does not have the highest special attack. So, considering that my Floatzel is not paralyzed or burned, or it doesn't have any status, I'm going to go into that because I know I can take a Hex super easily when I'm not statused, and I'm going to go for the Aqua Jet and knock it out. He's going to switch into his not his Mega Aerodactyl, what am I thinking? He's going to switch into his normal Aerodactyl, and I'm going to go for the Aqua Jet and knock that out. I'm not quite sure why he went into that. That was a strange play on his part, but I don't know. Maybe he had some idea behind it. I'm going to continue going for the Aqua Jet because I'm locked into it with the Choice Band, and he's going to get Gooey off on me, which doesn't really matter because he will end up knocking me out this turn with a Dragon Pulse. I wasn't too concerned though because Gogurt had already done his job knocking out 2 Pokemon and knocking this thing down to a level where anything can knock it out pretty much. I'm going to go into my Ambipom, and I'm going to go for the double hit right here just in case somehow the Fake Out didn't kill it. I was pretty sure that the Fake Out would have killed it, but I mean, I wanted to be able to be sure. Like, I would have gone for Fake Out if I was, never mind. You get the idea. That's why I went for double hit. Anyways, so I'm going to get the Life Orb damage, and here he's going to go into his Toxicroak, and he's going to go for the Brick Break. I'm not sure why he's not carrying Drain Punch, but I guess Brick Break works just as well. I'm not sure how he outsped Ambipom, because I'm fairly sure that Toxicroak is slower than it, and he is carrying the Life Orb, so I don't know. I guess I could just be wrong, but that was interesting nonetheless. So, now I'm going to go for into my Pyroar, and I know I outspeed Toxicroak with Pyroar because I have a Choice Band on this thing. He's going to go for the Earthquake. I guess he didn't know that Brick Break is super effective, and with Stab I believe it is stronger than Earthquake, although I suppose I could be wrong. So, But now that's going to knock him down to a point where he has barely enough health to live. So now I'm going to go out into my Excelgor, and I'm going to go for the Bug Buzz here. Although it doesn't end up mattering because he's going to end up killing himself with the recoil. Although he does also get the Poison Touch, which was rather irritating. But now he's going to die from Life Orb damage. I'm going to Bug Buzz absolutely nothing. And now he's going to switch out into his final Pokemon, being his Donphan. And like I said, it doesn't matter that his Donphan, or it didn't matter that... wow, words, how do they work? It didn't matter that I got a crit earlier because a Donphan does not carry a large amount of special defense, so a Bug Buzz in any case would have knocked it out. I'm glad he didn't carry the Ice Shard, though, because I think he might have been able to beat me if he carried Ice Shard, although he might not have been able to knock out Pelipper. I'm not sure. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like down below if you did. See you next time. Bye.